हो गया लाइव।
फ्रेम वाइज जो भी है हम लोग इसे मूव करते रहते हैं इसमें।
हाँ हाँ
वैसे ये हूँ बेटा।
इसका कुछ आइडिया,
क्या
इसका कुछ आइडिया करें
कितना तकलीफ हो रही है?
क्या आने जाने वाली है ना बहुत। एक तो अगर आप सर प्रोजेक्ट भी करोगे
हाँ
प्रॉब्लम नहीं होगी। अगर आप प्रोजेक्ट भी करोगे मैं सिर्फ गाने बजाऊंगा, ये जो क्या कर रही है।
नहीं, मैं सिर्फ ये एक को डिलीट कर रहा हूँ।
आप प्रोजेक्ट कर सकते क्या?
क्या चीज?
बैनर,
बैनर?
पीपीटी प्रोजेक्ट।
पर इसका लाइव स्ट्रीम चालू है ना, तकलीफ नहीं आएगी ना कोई?
आई डोंट थिंक सो। आपका पीपीटी में ऑन है ना?
हाँ पीपीटी चालू है मेरा, बोल रहा है। ट्राई करके देख। कैसा?
Good morning. Today we all are gathered here to celebrate Second Foundation Day of Laxminarayan Innovation Technological University. Today's chief guest, Dr. Laxminarayan Baby, Director of IIM Nagpur, President of today's function and Chairman of Board of Governors, Laxminarayan Innovation Technological University, Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor of A2, Dr. Atul Vaidya sir, respected Registrar, Dr. Neeraj Kati sir, Chairperson of RITA, respected Sri Madhav Navid sir, family member of Rao Bahadur D. Lakshmi Narayan ji, respected Ananta Kamtikar sir, respected Michael sir, first VC of RITU, esteemed alumni, members of media, respected invitees, respected faculties, office staff, and dear students. I, Dr. Shiva Dalpure Kotalkar, Professor and Head of Mathematics Department and Dean of School of Mathematical Sciences and Data Analytics, deeply honored to extend a warm and heartfelt welcome to all of you for celebration of Foundation Day of our university. This day marks not only a birth of new university, but a birth of new vision, new mission, and legacy of excellence. Since its inception, LIT University has been a hub of learning, innovation, and transformation, nurturing minds, shaping futures, and contributing to a society in a remarkable way. Today we gather here to celebrate this journey, to honor our founders, and to look forward to even brighter future. Let us start today's program with the Maharashtra Geet and University Geet. I request all of you to please rise for Maharashtra Geet and University Geet. a symbolic gesture that signifies the illumination of our minds and pursuit of knowledge. I request all dignitaries on the dais, please step forward for lighting of the lamp and then paying floral tribute to Rao Laxminarayan ji and Rashtrasanta Tukkadaji Maharaj, Nagpur University, Nagpur. दीप प्रज्वलन म्हणजे अज्ञानाचा नाश व ज्ञानाचा प्रसार. ही केवळ कार्यक्रमाची सुरुवात नसून नवचैतन्याची प्रेरणा आहे. प्रकाशाचे प्रतीक म्हणजे सकारात्मकता, समृद्धी व प्रगती. त्यामुळे दीप प्रज्वलन करून आपण केवळ एक परंपराच पाळत नाही, तर उज्ज्वल भविष्यासाठी सत्य, ज्ञान व संस्काराचा मार्ग प्रकाशित करतो. Thank you so much, all dignitaries. Rao D. Laxminarayan was an extremely successful industrialist, accomplished personality, and a wonderful philanthropist. Due to Laxminarayan's unparalleled generous donation, Laxminarayan Institute of Technology came into existence in the year 1942, and on 29th August 2023, got State University status. This institute developed many great engineers and they are serving all over the world and bringing knowledge to our university. Ladies and gentlemen, we are truly honored to welcome Dr. Laxminarayan as our distinguished chief guest today. His esteemed presence at our university is a source of great pride and honor for all of us. May I now extend a warm invitation to Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to welcome respected Dr. Bhima Raya Mehta sir. Sir, please. I would request once again Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir to extend a warm welcome, this time to our Chairman of BOG, respected Professor G.T. Yadav Sir, Victoria Bouquet. Thank you so much, Honorable Vice Chancellor Sir, for your gracious hospitality. Now I request Professor Manav. Now I request Professor Manav Se, Dean of School of Chemical Engineering, to welcome Shri Madhavji Dabe Sir, Chairman TIPTA. I once again request Manav Se Sir to welcome Shri Ananta Kantikar Sir. Sir is a family member of Rao Bahadur Laxminarayan. Welcome, sir. I request Dr. Modak, Dean of Technology, to welcome respected Master Sir, first VC of P2, by Floral Bouquet. Thank you so much, sir. Mrs. Shilpa Vaidyaman, better half of our Honorable Vice Chancellor, present for this celebration. I request Dr. Pratibha Agrawal, Director Brief, to welcome Vaidyaman with a floral bouquet. Thank you so very much. May I now have the honor of inviting our source of inspiration, our Honorable Vice Chancellor, Dr. Atul Vaidya sir, to deliver his introductory speech. Sir, please.
Morning.
Very good morning. You are all aware that this celebration of Second Foundation Day of LIT University, which was established on this very day, 2023. It is the blessing of great Baba Laxminarayan with his great vision and magnanimous donation, magnanimous architect to start scientific and technical educational institute in this area, which was full of resources, but also technical manpower. That was very serious. And those days, substantial amount, it goes in multi other millions in these times. We are scared along with this property for the development and establishment of such institutional value. Although there was a great resistance from Britishers, this bill was effected in 1930 and actually the institute established in 1940. That is a great heritage this particular institution has. Rao University himself was a very ordinary poor person and with his acumen, with his talent, and with his virtues. He was millionaire at that time. How it is maybe multiple experience. No lot of money left. Wise person invest their money in long vision. With this very noble vision for this area, he spared all his earnings from the establishment of this institute, which was under National University for a long time. And it was the earlier past of distinguished alumni. Many big shops, many billionaires, there was time when this institution was the leading institution in certain areas in India. Still there is. And for the reasons, very reasons that you have a separate growth pattern, separate establishment, and to develop this particular technological institute into a full-fledged technological university, it was carved out of Nagpur University. Dr. Marker was here. He was director and he has seen all the transformation from institution to university. And he was the first vice chancellor here. And it has been developing since then. I was just going through the, of course, I joined this institute of college as a vice chancellor. This university, I'm talking of 2 years of university. You'll be happy to know that we have 90% obligations in these 2 years. Many projects, consultancy projects. We have as well as 14 patents filed and awarded, and many patents in pipeline. The recruitment record of LIT was also fantastic, and LIT will also. Why I say fantastic? And because now we are in the situation in now. Otherwise, it's still good. It's comparable to the IIT. It is because of last 2 years, you can say, I will see the progress indicators, so-called progress indicators, communication statements, earnings. Then I am glad to announce that Professor Bharat Parmase and his students, they got a prestigious award for their research on the recovery of fertilizers from this water. There are many good things which have happened in the last 2 years. That is, university is progressing. Also, university has a major handicap of number of faculty nowadays because they are just come out of National University or the faculty is extremely we don't have enough faculty, we don't have enough non-teaching staff, we don't have enough administrative staff, and all our faculties with extra work at administration, finance, being everything is being done as an extra by the faculty. But you can see that within these 2 years, industry is progressing, nothing has come down as such. Due to extra work which is being actually loaded on the faculty. So we need a big applause for this achievement of the faculty. Thank you for the And this is a good one. We started 2 years back. I'm just be a facilitator and we have to develop this, go ahead with this, step up this to new heights that we should decide on this foundation day as a tribute to our dear Laxminarayan. There are two good things which we have been trying collectively as a group, as Vita, that is our alumni association, and all our contacts, all our well-wishers. We have been allotted 20 crores for new building, administrative building, new block, basically, including classrooms, workshops, new auditorium, canteen, faculty rooms, rooms for the statutory officers, vice chancellor. So it will be a full-fledged again block which is already sanctioned by government, of course, as we were discussing, understanding the here and money in hand, but it will come. So, in that sense, it will come, but then it is on cards. Another thing which I would like to say that two hostels are also in the civil sanction. One is for scheduled caste and scheduled tribe hostel, 20% for others, and one hostel for OBC. That is why the Samaj Kalyan Mantralaya. That is also, they are also having 20% others. So we call it as Samrastha hostel, which should be, it is structured in this work, it will be totally operated at the expense of government. Again, as I said, we were discussing on this figure in hand, but this is on cards. One more good thing which is on cards is that I was struggling since my writing that whatever rural have been started in civil state as and faculty position was most critical thing. So I was initially we were demanding 105 faculty, which is minimum required. If you clearly put university, you want to take university ahead from national level, minimum 105 other than 70 or 80 what we have. There are a lot of queries, questions. I think in principle it is sanctioned. Now we are going to us. Because they pass to Department of Higher Education. So that will also come. And it actually because industry is new, we have a lot of expenses. We cannot increase the fees because we are poor students. We cannot increase the fees. So our revenue is limited. So we need the expenses required by the state university. Government has also accepted to give us some recurring money every year for at least 5 years. By that time, we are expected to generate our own revenue. So many maintenance related things will be taking place in coming years. So these are some good things, good happenings which I should announce on this day of foundation. And I will not take much more time, but I will request all my faculty and my students that whatever rural challenges started 2 years, we will take it ahead to bigger. Probably we have to do extra work, but we have to put university on this first on national map and then global map. And I'm sure with the efforts from my faculty, students, and all our well-wishers and leader, our contacts of people will be able to achieve. I expect that in our next foundation day, there will be many more accolades to interact with that I will be announcing. All the best. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Honorable you, Vice Chancellor, sir, for giving overview of progress during these 2 years. Especially thankful to you for acknowledging faculty's efforts. Sir, this motivates us to do better and better. On behalf of my faculty colleagues and my dear students, I assure you that we will work hard for the betterment of our university. I extend the invitation to Dr. Saurabh Logekar to step forward to introduce our esteemed chief guest, Dr. Laxminarayan. Saurabh, please.
It is a privilege to introduce Dr. Veena Hendry. Dr. Veena Hendry is the director of IIT Nagpur and is a distinguished academician, researcher, and administration with an illustrious career in management education. Former director of IIT Tiruchirappalli and has held key leadership positions at MBI Gurgaon, IMI New Delhi, L&T Institute of Project Management, and BITS Lab. A renowned expert in project management, quality management, and supply chain management, Dr. Mitchell has authored numerous research papers, books, and served on editorial boards of reputed journals. He is member of several national and international committees, including UNESCO, INCCU, AICT, DRS, AIMA, and Governance Council of Premier Institutions. Internationally, he has represented India in ISO standard development and served on academic panels in Oman, Nepal, Japan, and Europe. Widely recognized for his leadership, he has trained over 100 vice chancellors and 1,000 plus academic leaders under MHRD Tech and conducted executive programs for top organizations, PSUs, and NSCs. He has significantly contributed to accreditation, curriculum reforms, and institutional development, positioning leading these schools among the top in India. For his contribution, he has received prestigious awards, including the AIMA Able Memorial Award for Academic Leadership, Distinguished Services Award by Asia Pacific BSI, and several excellence recognitions. Dr. Mehdi holds a PhD from IIT Bombay and is globally recognized as one of the India's most respected leaders in management education. Sir, I am honored to welcome you.
Very good morning. Namaskar. Respected the Chairman of the Board of Governors, Professor G.T. Yadav, respected Vice Chancellor, Professor Vaidyaji, and LIT Alumni Association, Madhavji, Registrar Neerji, and Anandji, and all the teams, distinguished faculty members, Madam Mohit, all my dear students, faculty members, staff, and media persons, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, hearty congratulations to all of you on behalf of second Foundation Day of Laxminarayan Innovation Technology University in Nagpur. I must say that since last 2 years, LIT is a new avatar. So you know that our gods are many avatars. So LIT was earlier known as a great institution and it was historically known for chemical technology all over the country. And now it is coming in avatar as a separate university from separating from Nagpur University. As you know, my connection with LIT is concerned, I work with very closely Subramanian Sharma, who is a distinguished alumni of this great institution. When I was working with the last one group, who was heading the hydrocarbon business, he moved from Starsa and he took charge of elect hydrocarbon business, which was loss making. And we did a lot of I was heading L&T Institute of Project Management at the team. So we turned it around and I think good news for LIT. Very recently, 1 month back also, he has been appointed the deputy CFD of classes. So, and this speaks about Sir Alvin. I think LIT has given a very distinguished personality to serve the mission. And Atul himself is a distinguished alumni of this great institution and very fortunate people. They come back to serve the institution and Atul is one of them. And I would say that the institution, God, under the leadership of Honorable Vice Chancellor Atul and the great visionary and guidance, I think Professor G. Yadavji, I know last more than 3 decades. And the way he set up ICT, he modernized ICT, he set up the Jana campus and Bhubaneswar campus. And also he set up many benchmark for IITs and other areas. I think that speaks a lot about such a personality is now guiding as a board chair. I'm sure under these two leaders, LIT will definitely will move to the next part. So the government has also very generously actioned the fact I was going through the newspaper items. A special focus has been given for this and in Nagpur, I think we have along with AIDS, Clarity, NIT, IIM, now LIT is one of the prominent institutions, not only for the state of Maharashtra, but it is at the central level, at the country level, I'm sure it is going to be very important role. And historically, that's state. And now, if you look at the visionary, the founder of this institution, Laxminarayan, I think sir was saying I was going through the literature. Look at the team. It is extremely important. Those who dream big, and probably it is the outcome of the dream Laxminarayan in 1913 and 1942 onwards till now, more than 80 years. LIT has served the nation and contributed for various sectors, particularly using public sector as well as private sector, various areas, people coming out of the LIT get made a very, very noble cause of building the nation. So this speaks a lot about a great institution and that this is the outcome of the team of we Laxminarayan. So this speaks about one person can change the world. I think that Nelson Mandela rightly said education can change the world. And Laxminarayan thought about education as a lead. And that too in this particular science and technology area. And today we are all here because of vision. We have sown the seed in 1930 and actually operated. Plan started coming in 1942. And now 23 onwards, this university has come in a new avatar, and you must be observing in the country. Rarest of rare places you will find the innovation word in the university. So the Laxminarayan Innovation Technology University, it is the first of its kind. So this is a lot about this is historically as Honorable Vice Chancellor was talking about the patents. So this speaks a lot about this university is different than the rest of the universities. And this speaks about innovation, adaptation, and creativity. They are the important characters of the universities like this. And the dean of Laxminarayan ji, how to take this university to the global level. So for that, innovation plays a part. So there are many universities. They keep on doing what they were doing. But I'm sure this is the one university which has brought the drastic, I must say that it has become a game changer. And former Vice Chancellor Mandasa is sitting here. So in his leadership, the transition has happened. And now Atulji is taking it to the higher needs. And now it's going to be a prominent university. And as the faculty size goes up and the students are already playing a very significant role. So this definitely take the university to next level. My dear students, today we are in the era of disruption. It is a disruptive mode. Now, in this disruptive world, disruption comes out of innovation. And right here, innovation university. So disruption, there are two options for all of us. Either we get disrupted by others or disrupt others. And I'm sure. So here in Laxminarayan Innovation Technological University, I think we should be choosing disrupting others so that you will be leading others to the power. So innovation plays an important role, and in this disruptive world, we have to continuously adjust in ourselves. Whatever we study in the university, that will be only for starters because skills have a certain life. Probably our time it was not there once you learn, you used to use that skill for 30, 40 years into retire. But today, that is not the case. Somebody has made a study in a lifetime once you graduate, person works maybe about 60, 70 years in your 20, 70 plus or minus. They change 13 to 15 jobs, job roles. Some may continue in the same company, but they change the roles, and many change the jobs and get into different role and different companies. So this means whenever you change the role, you have to acquire new skills. Skilling, upskilling, reskilling is the way. Learning and new learning is the way. And meantime, you also have to do unlearning. Unlearning, no universities are teaching, but each one of us have to unlearn what was applicable 10 years back. I'm sure in coming 2, 3 years that cannot be applicable. So you have to get out of that. So to acquire the new skill, new learning, you also have to know some of the assumptions, beliefs which are not applicable in today's world. But at the same time, we should keep on continuing our traditional culture, rich culture of the nation and tradition. They are extremely important. They are the foundation and they provide the Indian equal and values. So that always be with us, irrespective of whatever the disruption comes. When it comes to technology, we should be the first one to gather the technology. We should never be the last one. Because if the moment if you don't capture the technology, somebody else will capture and they will basically disrupt us. So therefore, capturing the technology is extremely important. And the vision of the founder, as founder Laxminarayan himself is a great example. Think big. One of you have to think big. I must say, your goal has to be Himalayan goal. The moment you think big, Himalayan energy flows in. The moment Himalayan energy flows in, nobody can stop you to achieve what you want. The moment you decide the goal, probably many hurdles will come, many obstacles will come. So many people, we do one mistake when obstacle comes, we change the vision, we change the goal, and that one should never do. Whenever the obstacles comes or the hurdle comes, you have to change the plan. But vision should never change. Vision will remain same. Plan can change instead of A group, you can plan the B or C or D. Many hurdles will come, you change the route, but vision should never change. I think that is what the example 1932. So 1942, 12 years, different path, different ways, Laxminarayan finally he still wants to set up the science and technology R&D area at university that he realized because he has not changed the vision, he has not changed the goal, but many hurdles came, but he overcome the hurdles. So therefore, a second mantra for all of you to remember is one is the first one to capture the technology, second one, you have to think big. You have to think big so that you gain the energy. And even though you may not achieve the what you thought, but you may achieve maybe a little bit less, but you will move from a current level to next level. Third important aspect, our mind has to be a contributing mind. Contributing mind means people should not ask what you are doing. People should know you are known for contribution. And you have to become a contributor. You have to be a mad person. The Oxford Dictionary word. I'm not talking about that mad, but you should make a difference. Those who make a difference in workplace, they are called as a contributor. So how to make a difference is extremely important. Then you stand up in the crowd. So therefore, how to make a difference is applicable for your workplace, yourself, and any organization. Unless until you contribute, you cannot make a difference and you cannot stand up in the crowd. So that is the third one is the most important one, how to make a difference. And the fourth, probably matters too, that even though whatever the level you grow, you climb the ladder when you grow in the organization after graduating, probably you are climbing the ladder, move to the next position. So at that time, arrogance will discuss. So arrogance means when you move from one level to next level to next level. So probably we are very proud of our position, proud of our work, but at the same time you should suppress your arrogance. You should be grounded. So grounded is extremely important. I think there is a book called Crash, CRASH, written by Gopal Krishnan, a man from Punjab, agricultural alumni, worked in Hindustan Unilever for 30 years, started sons about 20 years. He took a book called Crash, a small book. So it was released in 2019 and Cochin, I was one of the parent members. So in that second chapter talks about power corrupts the faith. So second chapter, when we climb on the ladder, a power, we gain a power, and the arrogance is built, and then probably we start thinking my way and high. We don't listen others. So that is the stage, probably many great people, and the book title is 50 CEOs coming in and 50 CEOs going out. How they come in and how they discuss it also achieve. So therefore, power corrupt the brain. It happens because we go with the power, we go with the arrogance, and we forget from our roots and cultures. I think that is extremely important. Our tradition is extremely important. Tradition means one has to be humble, one has to be very humble, very grounded, and also following a culture and Indian roots. Probably you all might have noticed, I think somebody has made a study in America, Indians in America, they made a study. You see, majority of billionaires in America, they are all Indians. There is a study you can find out. And out of 26 top-notch companies in America, number 1 to number 26, all companies are headed by Indians. And if you talk about universities, probably they just about 20, 25 days back, one Mr. Ramaswamy from Chennai has been appointed as the Dean of MIT. Harvard Dean is from Mumbai, Srikant Dada is there. So if you see many universities, all the top-notch universities in America and also in Singapore, there are Indians. And if you also talk about the rank holders in the university, there are Indians. There are many Chinese, both others also. It's about only India, etc. Education to the Silicon Valley of America. This is because of once Indians leave India, they will be more cultural conscious and they will more follow the traditions and rituals. Because 2015 I was in Virginia, I stayed 5 days with my friend Chandra from Hyderabad, Chandrasekhar. So he took me all around and he showed 100 tracks together out of 85 belongs to uh, combined Andhra and 50 from other areas, and he showed all 5 picture in art. And he also took a place where all the Andhra people, 85 families, their kids study in Virginia. And he took a place, there is a Bharatanatyam, there is a Kuchipudi, and Sanskrit teacher. They are brought from Hyderabad and they are teaching their students. I told Chandra probably if you would have been working in Hyderabad, your daughter would not have been studied here. So this speaks about how to be Indian. Probably once you leave the country, they are more Indian. And I was also in Mauritius in 2013, during the business years of Mauritius, there I saw true India in finding Mauritius. Because in India we take it granted, we don't follow. Chalta hai culture will come. I think therefore this culture is extremely important. Why Indians going abroad are people in Sri Ram or Mauritius or such places, Indians, they stick to the traditional culture. Roots are extremely important. Connected with the roots. You know that even if you tree is there, you cut the root of the tree from the bottom, tree will dry. Below the ground, if you cut the root, tree will dry. Why? Because you cut the root. Same will happen for all of us if you disconnect with the roots. Roots are nothing but culture and value. That I call it the Indian roots. I think that is extremely important. And probably you might have seen in the corporate world also people say first generation, second generation, and third generation. Because they erode the culture. But if you look at the Tata who started his first company, textile company from Nagpur, but seventh generation going to start because they rooted in culture, in tradition. I think that is extremely important. And if you look at our national education policy 2020, it speaks about NEP is better off its ideas. NEP founded on Indian knowledge. I think that is the most important thing. You all have to practice. I mean, it is, earlier grandfathers used to teach, grandparents used to teach. In India, with those values and all the traditions, cultures, probably it's not missing nowadays. That is where in the primary section of the NEP, first 5 years, 3 years plus first and second standard, those 5 years basically the upper teaching told the information of that. I'm sure all of us now in India, we should practice Indian culture and tradition. That is extremely important. Because the country, 21st century belongs to India. If we see last 4 5 centuries, it was belongs to Japan, belongs to America, Europe. Today, Europe is living in history. America is creating their own history itself. Japan is aging nation. And India being a youngest nation, demographic dividend, the entire world is looking towards India for the real hope. Okay, the leadership and India's leadership, our honorable Prime Minister has made a mark, and the entire world is looking towards India, China, Manchester. Geopolitical equations, they are all favorable to us. Therefore, Viksit Bharat and Amrut is going to be a very, very great event, golden period. I must say you are all lucky. At right time, you are joined a great university here, Laxminarayan University, Technological University. I think future is extremely bright. And because the entire world is looking towards India. From India to the world, that is what this century is there. Because of demographic dividend, and even if you see the GDP last 1947 to if you look at GDP growth 1947 to 2007, we took 60 years to add 1 trillion. But 2007 to 14, only 7 years good enough to add 2 trillion. But 14 to 20, 6 years good enough to add 3 trillion. And 20 to 24, we are right there 4.3 trillion, 4.3 trillion May 2025. And we have beaten already Japan from number 5, we have moved to number 4, and next year nobody can stop India to be number 3 after America and China. 5 trillion economy and third biggest economy. So this clearly tells that some 60 years now we are taking 4 years to reach 1 trillion. What will happen after? Because IMF, International Monetary Fund, has predicted that India will become trillion by 27, 28. And first time India is going to prove IMF estimation wrong. 1 year ahead of IMF estimation, we are achieving 5 trillion next year only. So then after 26, 27, every year or two, India is going to add 1 trillion. So therefore, this is about Amrita. We did not wait for 2047, 2042 or so when Laxminarayan Innovation Technological University will complete 100 years, now it is 83, then it will reach 100 years. At that time, probably India will be the 35 trillion economy in the 4.3. We will look at that. So instead of 1947, 40 onwards, India will be the leader of the globe because of the young nation, because young nation is the market, is the nation where the people are young and their market is. It happened to when Japan was the youngest nation, 80 to 95, Japan ruled the world. Korea ruled the world. Now China was ruling the world since 2020 till now. Now it is the time of India. So therefore, 21st century belongs to India, and for rest of the because earlier we studied our time, this time was sitting. At that time, the West is the best popular. West is best. Now West is best. It is WASD. So now entire West is looking towards us because India is going to create a history in the form of national education policy. Entire world is looking towards India and Indian culture, Indian tradition, Indian business. So therefore, I must say that in this high-speed internet, artificial intelligence, 3D printing, I was working in L&T. Now I came to know when I am the advisor of L&T. When I was talking to somebody last week, this L&T has printed the house, 2 bedroom kitchen, 8 hours bedroom. Printing the house, never heard. And one car used to be made up of 40,000 components, and today 200 components are put in a car. Now instead of manufacturing car, now we are printing the car. Instead of buying the house, now house on wheel will come in future. Your time probably you need not to buy a house. If you are working in Delhi, you build a house on wheel, and if you want to move to Nagpur, from Delhi to Nagpur, probably you shift the house, lease the land, and same house here. You did not shift anything, only it will be logistic. I think our honorable Gadkari Sahib is now setting up a logistic university here. It is going on very soon. Work is going on, and probably using the logistic, probably we are going to now houses, movable houses, and businesses will be running on cities. Where there is a market, you can take your seat by you go to the customer, you sell your product, manufacturer will sell your product. So what is going to be entirely different kind of word, unheard word, which was impossible 5 years back, it is going to be possible. Such a time now you are working. So I wish the all the best for each one of you, I am sure. And this time is wonderful time, and there are a lot of opportunities for Laxminarayan Innovation Technological University to set up a benchmark for the nation because you are located at the center point of India means something. I don't refer the zero mind of Britishers what they are given. It is a net zero center point of India, and our honorable GD Yadav, he is a lot of work is doing on sustainable development goals, and India wants to achieve net zero in 2070. Most of the gatherings should happen only in Nagpur and institutions like Laxminarayan University because CO2 emission will be less if people like now. All metros just 70 minutes away, all train journey 12 hours away. If it is done in Mumbai, Kolkata, Delhi, probably carbon emission will be more. So therefore, it is ideal location. The university is located in such a great location, center point, and sustainable development goal, net zero is going to play important role. And you being basically working in various areas, many of them related to chemical and related technologies, I'm sure, going forward, a sustainable activities, sustainable production, sustainable services, I'm sure, a lot of opportunities for patent research, which we can position, like EU at a global level. With this, I wish a grand ceremony on this second foundation day, and I'm sure this is just the beginning of new Ankara LITU, and I'm sure many more such golden days will come and LIT will set an example and benchmark. Wish you all the best, students. Thank you.
Respected Chief Guest, Dr. Laxminarayan, sir, our esteemed alumni, our active administration, highly qualified faculty, and students always strive hard for fulfilling theme of respected Rao Laxminarayan ji and will continue to. Sir, we will follow all mantras shared by you. We are deeply honored and inspired by the profound insights shared by our chief guest. Thank you so much, sir. As a part of our Indian tradition, now we are moving towards felicitation of our guests today. आदरणीय मान्यवर, प्रत्येक अविस्मरणीय क्षणाची आठवण जपणारे प्रतीक म्हणजे स्मृतिचिन्ह. आपली कृतज्ञता व्यक्त करण्याचा हा एक सुंदर मार्ग आहे. आता आपण स्थापना दिवस साजरा करण्याकरता आमंत्रित पाहुण्यांना स्मृतिचिन्ह देऊन त्यांचा गौरव करणार आहोत. आपल्या उपस्थितीमुळे हा कार्यक्रम अतिशय मंगलमय झाला आहे. म्हणूनच हा दिवस कायम आपल्या स्मृतीत राहावा म्हणून आपणास हे स्मृतिचिन्ह अर्पण करीत आहोत. I request Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Atul Vaidya sir to present memento, shawl and sheeper as a token of love and gratitude for our esteemed guest. I request Honorable Sir once again to present memento shawl sheeper to our chairman, BOG, Padma Shri Professor G.D. Yadav sir. Thank you so much, Honorable Vice Chancellor sir. May I now have the honor of inviting our role model, our revered chairman, BOG, Professor G.D. Yadav sir, for his presidential address. Sir, please.
Namaskar. The chief guest for the second foundation day, Professor Laxminarayan, the Vice Chancellor, Dr. Atul Vaidya, Lead President, Madhavi Raju, the Neeraj, Professor Neeraj Raju, former Vice Chancellor, Professor Mankar, and other distinguished deans, heads of departments, invited guests, of course, Madam Buddha, alumni, dear students, and members of media. At the very outset, let me congratulate the Laxminarayan Innovation Technological University on this momentous occasion. We should all feel proud that we are celebrating the second foundation day in the august presence of all of us. And when I saw what Dr. Mighty said about your career and what you should do, I fully endorse it. We are a new university, fledgling university. We have come out of the great Rashtra Sangha Tukulati Maharaj, Nagpur University. It does not mean that we have dissociated from the university. We are its part, but we are going to live a new avatar as Dr. Mike said. This is a new avatar for us. And this new avatar will grow only if all of us work towards that goal. That is to make this as one of the finest institutions in the country. So very, very hard task, but yes, they can do it together. So there, the faculty members will play a very, very important role. They should not undermine their capacities. They can do better than what they have been doing. For a faculty member, there is no 9 to 5 job. I think that I still get up at 4 o'clock in the morning to do my work. So it is never ending in the case of teachers. Same in the case with the support staff. Support staff must help us achieve our goal. Without support staff, we cannot do it. And one of the things which I have been advocating, and I did it in ICT Mumbai, is that allow the support staff to take higher education if they are qualified, if they are science graduates, they can do MSc, they can do PhD. In fact, 3 of my people in Mumbai, they got their PhD, and one of them went outside and became head of the physics department. So it is not that they did not get that opportunity when they were studying, but they could get that opportunity in our university. So we should do that. We should also take care of our support staff. Of course, students are our strength and they are our ambassadors. So any student who faces financial difficulty should not leave the institute, should not leave the university because the alumni association, under the guidance of the will do everything possible to support you. And I had suggested some time back to him, in fact, I wrote several articles very recently on higher education, that alumni association and its members who are based out of Nagpur should mentor some few students, first year to final year, may treat them like a family member and invite them on moments of attendance so that they remember that they are not far away from the family. That will go a very long way. I think we should do that. Those who are alumni attached to the leader should do that so that students don't feel isolated. Another important thing is that students must be participating in all activities. Remember, when you go into a professional life, you don't do the job alone. There is always a team. So the team spirit is where you are in your undergraduate or postgraduate. You should do that. You have to take help of others, you have to help others, and that way you can do much better. So this is another thing. Luckily, we have got an innovation center here because of some laws. Great center is here. So I have said it before also. You should do undergraduate research projects, making use of that facility. So undergraduate research project, because it was in the 4 year degree course, even if you are doing MSc or whatever, you can always do this, and so that you can get others degree by doing some 20 credits. Research is very important, and we should do that. So 20 credits can get to honors degree. I have also been a proponent of this, that for India, because we are talking about 2047 as the Viksit Bharat goal, right? Developed nation. And Dr. Maidi gave some numbers. Will we need $10 trillion economy by 2030? And he said in 2042 we should be $50 trillion. I do not know because nobody can predict future, I must tell you. You do not know what will be tomorrow. Only we can extrapolate based on today's situation, but I go the other way around. I said that we are going to celebrate 100 years, 2047. I would personally like to see that. So we come back from there to here today and change everything. One of the things which have been propagated is transition system. And why do they say that transition system? There is a point in that. Every other than the student is in university. He gets some financial assistance because he is doing internship. So it is a 4 months internship. And that will not be less than 10,000 per month. So the student earns his own fees, plus he gets a valuable experience. And so we can have dual degree program like BTech and Tech. You get both the degrees at the end of 5 years. Or if you want to leave after 4 years, you get BTech also. So with that, you get university experience, you get money, and you become responsible. I can assure you that when you earn your first salary, you value it very much than if somebody gives you that money. Right? And all of you, and we started this, I hope Dr. Maria has started this. All the students are members of Alumni Association? No? They are members? No. When they join, they should join as so-called honorary members of the department. At the end of 4 years, when we graduate them, we will give them full membership, but they should be enrolled in the very first year. That way they will develop activity so that leader can help them with the, in the professional career, including job placement, industrial training and all that. That part, leader has a much bigger role in developing the university than we think. In fact, alumni association, the alumni are your best ambassadors. Just now we mentioned of Mr. Subramanian. You're proud of him. Okay? So, like that, every student who passes out will be proud of LIB. And they will contribute to the growth of this university. So, creating fellowships, scholarship. I will taking this to many people that donate generously to our alma mater. We look at America from a different angle. We always think Americans are rich and this and that. Of course, these days, what is happening, we always think of America for some other reason. But yes, in America, you know that every student, no matter where the university or school or primary school is small or big, they will contribute to that university. They will create scholarships. All of them. In fact, this is very, very rare. And when that 9/11 happened, within 1 week, people are contributed, to rebuild the school building house. That is the spirit they have. So why not some of you who are doing well, not contribute to Lita and the university? You can start scholarship, you can do anything. See, we are here because of that great man called Laxminarayan. Rabasu Laxminarayan. If he had not donated that thing, do you think we would be here? Answer is simply no. He is somewhere in heaven. So we are remembering him today because he did that noble thing. There are many rich people. They don't give a shadam also. But there are others who may not have riches, but they have rich heart and they give. So why not cultivate that thing in the minds of our alumni so that they will help the university to grow? Luckily, we have a great support of Mohan Pandey that he's taking care of a lot of our administrative matters and so on. Giving time to publicly for making available tons of money. Nobody can imagine 3 hostels will come. Mandela hostel will also, or 2 hostels will come. Between the building administrative training, which is 225 crores. So it is available of course 350 you tell me which university in any state has got so much money. So it is our responsibility that we build these buildings sooner and also appoint quality faculty. I am telling you that. Without quality faculty, our dreams will be shattered. We must choose the best in every discipline. Every discipline we must choose the best. We must have lots of adjunct faculty. We must have visiting faculty. And now, in the trimester system, I tell you what is happening. One trimester, the faculty member can spend in industry, earn money, consultation, give one third of that to the institute, to the university. Two-thirds they can keep because he gets salary also. Also, he gets experience, and then he can continue as a consultant in that. So that is the advantage. So you teach only two terms. One term is free. If you want to do research, you can do research, full-time research. So that kind of advantage is there. And see what happens when we have a 10-month term, 2 semesters. 2 months the kids are literally useless. They will get addicted to something which is not useful because they are free time. In the trimester system, there is no free time. You are always working and they will become responsible. Believe me, in America, parents don't pay for the fees of their kids. They earn their own fees. They work and earn their fees. They make it the richest. So I have one of my friends, very big professor, chemical engineering. So you know what he told me? I'm going back. My daughter is graduating. She had taken so much loan, but she got a good result. So I'm going to give her money now so that she pays her loan. Now, that is the spirit there. Why we cannot develop that spirit here? We can do it. It is not our students are not capable, our students are equally capable. Only thing they are not told how to be responsible. They are present to be responsible. And we can talk about research. We can do that. We can spend some time in one institute, another time another institute, and we can have major and minor degrees. We started in ICT now, major and minor degrees. We have started undergraduate research program. So I have two undergraduate students working in my lab doing research. I give them tough problem. I said, you will learn. Even if you fail, doesn't matter, but you will get training. So we should do that here in LIPU. And all of you should be ready for that. Professors have to be ready. Professors cannot tell, okay, we were in Nagpur University, we had a very nice time. This new management and the chairman of the board is putting pressure on us. The vice chancellor is putting pressure on us. The registrar is putting watching us. No, it is your university and you are going to make it big. So, like he said, think big. And remember, nobody is poor here, nobody is rich here. We are poor, we are hungry for knowledge. And that knowledge should be given by our peers. That is our seniors, our teachers, our distinguished alumni, and whatnot. So you have a great future. Think big of your university. Many of you may be coming from rural background. Now this is that there are softwares available to improve our conversation skills and communication skills. And as you rightly said, Indian knowledge system. We must do that. What we lack today is value system. Unfortunately, we lack value system. Everybody wants to be rich by group or group by illegal means. That should not be your objective. Your objective should be to become the best citizen of the country, act towards the growth of this nation. Remember, many times, I wrote a very interesting article, about can millions be achieved only by computer science and engineering? And I said, no, it is no. We will require smart materials. We will require energy, right? We will require vertical farming. We will require better healthcare. We will require water management. We have to ensure that our environment is safe and good and clean. So why not do that? And everything is possible in all your courses. At the same time, remember, basic sciences you cannot neglect. Whether it is physics, chemistry, mathematics, biology. Biology is a very, very important subject for human world. We are talking about biomaterials, synthetic materials. Right? We are talking about renewable energy. We are talking about less carbon footprint. These are not just slogans, these are with practice. So I'm sure all of you take a leap over faith, make a pledge today that you will definitely act. And remember, I also want to tell you modestly, I gave some money to Lita last year. Yeah, some interest must have come. And I said, we will give it scholarship to one girl and one boy every year. And so I hope that other unfortunate graduate of Lita, but I think chairman of this board is my partner. I need to give the donation so that I may add more later, but at least you can start something. I give it to my school also, my high school, my college, ICT. I give for every institute wherever I study. The reason being that I think it is important that the traditional charity must begin at home. Charity must begin at home. If you have knowledge, give it to the others. Knowledge never shrinks. Never reduces. By giving knowledge, you become more knowledgeable. So my plea to you is that take a pledge today on this foundation day that you will work for the betterment of the university. You will make it one of the best in the country, if not the best. Do not compare yourself with others. Sometimes people compare themselves with ICT. Don't do that. I myself don't think it is a good idea. I think that we should think that we will better our own record. Like the story chairman used to say, we are not waiting for somebody else to develop a better model than our story. They say we are trying to better our own model. We will make our own model obsolete. That is the idea. Not somebody else should steal technology and make your model obsolete. So we should make our own model obsolete. That means we have to work very, very hard. So I know many in one of the days I will address the final year students and also the faculty members separately because I have some messages to them. How they can build this university? I can tell them. There are tricks of the trade. It's not that I know all this, you may have better than me, but at least we can discuss. And let us have collaboration with good institutes like our friend is sitting here, Viraj Kamala Gata happens. And so that we become really good because management we require is help.
We got 70 acres in fully for.
Yeah, he told me. So that is his charm, that. So we should also have that. Plus, some courses we can do into management. We require that we are going to start some management program. And also, nearly, we should do some courses in environmental engineering. We should do some courses in biological engineering, biomaterials, synthetic biology, whatnot. That is the need of the hour. So we should do all these things. So remember, like, thanks that we got 105 positions, right? Including Vice Chancellor, plus Vice Chancellor, Registrar, Finance Officer, and Controller of Examinations, and all we got those positions. Well, we really also, except Vice Chancellor is already there. So that is very nice. We are very happy that it has happened on the second foundation day. This is the good news. So we are thankful to the government of Maharashtra and particularly the Chief Minister for bestowing this honor on us. Actually, he expects a lot of things from us. I must tell you that. So let us live up to the expectation and ensure that We appoint our faculty as soon as possible. Start our research center as soon as possible. Go to industry, get corporate social responsibility on CSR fund, and I will shouting at the top of my voice. Government of India should increase CSR to 3%. 1% should be given to research and innovation in university. We are talking about China. China is doing that. All the technologies are developed in university labs. Okay. So one we will share that idea with the industry, and I already said 0.2% of that should be given as SIR, sir, student internship responsibility. Students must get started. At least 5,000 rupees per month. So that has to be done at the government level, but I'm sure that the government will do that. Some of my articles have been discussed. I don't know whether the government should do this. But anyway, I think collectively we can change the future of this world. Collectively, not one person. But collectively we can do it. In this, the students will play a very big role. They will be our ambassadors, brand ambassadors. Those who are going to graduate this year, I would say Subhash Devara. Make a new future in India. For others who stay here, you have to tell them to come back and tell us where we are going wrong and whether we can improve something. See, sometimes we have 24/7 evaluation of teachers. No. We should have a 24/7 evaluation of teachers. You know what is happening when we evaluate a teacher at the end of the semester, the student don't know what they are. Sometimes they write everything just as no. No, that's not. Actually, after every lecture, the student must give online data. So the teacher also can improve next time if he has made any mistakes. Sometimes students can demand, please repeat it again. Please repeat that lecture. That is possible in 24/7. And that is the best way of learning because teachers can also make mistakes. It is not that the teachers are gone. So I believe that we will have a lot of innovative ideas to be implemented. And with the help of the Board of Governors, the LICA, and our advisor, Mohan Pandey, we will do a much better job. With these few words, I would also like to tell you last point on this. Because many times students give up. Do not give up. They become desperate. They get desperate. Don't do that. I always use this mantra, two sets of mantra, 3D. First mantra is for professors. 3D is what? Patent, publish, and transfer. First patent your idea, then publish it, then transfer. This is one treaty. And another treaty is for everybody. This treaty is patience, perseverance, and pardon. You must have immense patience. Do not expect to be rich overnight. And you might persevere an idea. Because if you do research, you know that idea might be successful. Not like 99 times you might fail. If any of my students comes to me and says, sir, I got the request, I suspect. I tell him, I would have loved you to fail. Then you would have thought on that subject. Because you got something, you will not think long. You will think only when you work hard. And remember, failure is temporary, success is permanent. You will find many people in this world who have failed in their businesses for first years, not making any money. They have sold the ornaments of the White House because he has money. But afterwards they became. I know many cases. And last what I said, pardon. You must have large. Pardon your enemy also. because you can sleep very nicely, the enemy will be sleepless because he said, I was doing so much hard work, why is he partying? Shama Veerasya Bhushan. Pardon is the greatest virtue of your religion. So please learn this deeply. And I'm sure you will be successful and you will make all of us proud. Thank you very much.
Sir, your words of wisdom always motivate us to work hard and hard for welfare of our university. Your words for sure will resonate with our students and they will follow the path shown by you. We all well received your PQ mantras, professors and students as well, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Our principal advisor, respected Shri Mohanji Pandey, sir, joined us just now. I Professor Manoj sir to welcome him with a floral bouquet. Sir, please. Thank you, sir. As we approach towards the culmination of today's program, I extend the invitation to our registrar, Dr. Neeraj Shakti, sir, to propose vote of thanks. Sir, please.
नमस्कार सर्वप्रथम आवाज गुरु लक्ष्मीनारायण वंदन करतो माझ्याकडे आज आभार करण्याची जबाबदारी घेतलेली आहे आणि मुद्दामच मराठीतून बोलत आहे आजचा हा आपला विद्यापीठाचा दुसरा मुद्दा म्हणून आणि आपलं हे विद्यापीठ अगदी नवीन विद्यापीठ आहे त्याच्यामुळे हे सर्वांना अनेक अडथळ्यांची शर्यत पार करायला आपल्याला समोर जायला लागेल. आज हे उपस्थित असलेले आहेत सगळ्यांनी आपल्याला मार्गदर्शन दिलं आहे आजच्या या कार्यक्रमात मुख्य अतिथी म्हणून डॉक्टर लाक्ष्मीनारायण संचालक IIM नागपूर हे उपस्थित होते आणि त्यांनी त्यांच्या फार मोठ्या अनुभवातून आपल्या देशाबद्दल आणि आपली ही जी पिढी आहे सध्याची पिढी आहे हे भारताला घडवण्यासाठी आपण कसं काय करू शकतो याबद्दल मार्गदर्शन केलं. माननीय श्री सरांचं मी लक्ष्मीनारायण विद्यापीठातर्फे व्यक्तीच्या मनापासून आभार मानतो की आमचं निमंत्रण स्वीकारून आपण इथे उपस्थित झाले आणि आम्हाला सर्वांना मार्गदर्शन केलं. तर खूप खूप धन्यवाद. आपल्या विद्यापीठाच्या नऊ मंडळाचे अध्यक्ष पद्मश्री प्रोफेसर बी हरोसकर आपले अतिशय आवडले आणि आपण जेव्हा बोलावलं तेव्हा सरकारी भाऊ येतात आणि तसंच मार्गदर्शन करत असतात. त्यांच्या 2 वर्षाच्या काळात आपण अनेक असे प्लॅन्स केलेले आहेत, नियोजन केलेलं आहे आणि सरांनी असं मार्गदर्शन केलं. लक्ष्मीनारायण अभिनव इनोव्हेशन असल्यामुळे आपण वेगळ्या पद्धतीने आपण या विद्यापीठाला एक देशात नामांकित विद्यापीठ कसं करू शकतो याच्याबद्दल त्यांनी अनेक सूचना वेळोवेळी दिलेल्या आहेत आणि त्या दृष्टीने आम्ही शासनाकडे तसेच आमच्या स्तरावर विविध नवीन अभ्यासक्रम आणि नवीन विषय अंतर्भूत करून विद्यार्थ्यांपर्यंत पोहोचवायचे आणि त्या माध्यमातून हा जो विद्यार्थी आहे त्या विद्यापीठाचा विद्यार्थी त्या देशात नावलौकिक मिळवू शकला पाहिजे आणि या विद्यापीठाप्रती त्यांची आदर भावना आहे म्हणजे यासाठी सर आपण दिलेल्या सूचनांचा आम्ही अंमलबजावणी करण्याचा पुरेपूर प्रयत्न करू. सर आजच्या या वर्धापन कार्यक्रमासाठी मुद्दाम इथे आले, आपल्या सर्वांना मार्गदर्शन केलं आणि विशेष करून आमचे जे सगळे संविधानिक अधिकारी आणि प्राध्यापक आहेत यांना मार्गदर्शन केलं. आणि याच्यानंतर पण आपण सरांनी जसं म्हटलं आहे तशी एक वेगळी बैठक प्राध्यापकांसाठी आणि विद्यार्थ्यांसाठी लावून जेणेकरून सरांना जो एक आपल्याला एक मेसेज द्यायचा आहे, सूचना द्यायच्या आहेत, जेणेकरून आपण या विद्यापीठाच्या प्रगतीकरता आणि जेव्हा विद्यापीठाची प्रगती होईल तेव्हाच या विद्यार्थ्यांची आणि प्राध्यापकांची प्रगती होईल या धारणेने आपण समजतो. माननीय यादव साहेब आज मुद्दाम उपस्थित झाले, आम्हाला मार्गदर्शन केलं. सर मी अत्यंत मनापासून आपला फार फार आभारी आहे. धन्यवाद सर. आपल्या विद्यापीठाचे अतिशय सोयीस्कर आणि जिव्हाळ्याचे लाभलेले आपले माननीय कुलगुरू डॉक्टर अतुल वैद्य सर यांच्या नेतृत्वाखाली आपण या विद्यापीठाची समोरची तुला सांभाळतो आहे. सरांचं मार्गदर्शन वेळोवेळी मिळत राहते. सर आपण ज्या ज्या सूचना करू त्या आम्ही नक्कीच पालन करू आणि या विद्यार्थ्यांकरता जास्तीत जास्त काय देता येईल याकरता आपण सरांनी आपल्या इंट्रोडक्टरी रिमार्कमधून आपल्याला या विद्यापीठाबद्दल आणि त्याच्या विजन बद्दल सांगितलं. माननीय गुरुकुल महोदयांचं हृदयापासून मी अत्यंत आभारी आहे. धन्यवाद सर. लक्ष्मीनारायण अभिनव तंत्रज्ञान विद्यापीठात आकार घेण्यामागे या विद्यापीठाची जी ॲल्युमिनी असोसिएशन आहे लीटा, शॉर्ट मध्ये आपण ज्याला लीटा म्हणतो, त्यांचं फार मोठं आणि मोलाचं योगदान आहे. लीटाचे अध्यक्ष श्री माधवजी दाते जे आम्हाला नेहमी मार्गदर्शन करत असतात, सूचना करत असतात. कधी कधी आमचं माझं वैयक्तिक डिफरन्स ऑफ ओपिनियन असेल पण तरी पण त्यांनी अतिशय जसं सोलरचा प्रोजेक्ट घेतला, अनेक प्रोजेक्ट लीटाच्या माध्यमातून होत आहेत आणि त्यांचं मार्गदर्शन आम्हाला मिळत आहे. आजच्या या कार्यक्रमासाठी आमच्या विनंतीला मानते माधवजी इथे उपस्थित आहेत, त्यांचं पण मनापासून धन्यवाद. आणि यापुढेही माधवजी आम्हाला आपलं मार्गदर्शन, आपला अनुभव यामधून आम्हाला सूचना मिळत राहतील आणि त्याकरता पण आम्ही प्रयत्न करत राहू. तर पुन्हा आपल्याला विद्यार्थ्यांतर्फे आणि प्राध्यापकांतर्फे आश्वासन देऊ इच्छितो की लीटा आणि लीटू हे हँड इन हँड हातात हात घालून आपण समोर गेलं तर अशक्य असं काहीच नाही. सर आपण त्याला आपलं मनापासून धन्यवाद. या विद्यापीठाची स्थापना झाली आणि लीटाचे जे प्रिन्सिपल ॲडवायझर आहेत, लीटूचे जे यूजी मेंबर्स आहे, परमनंट डिपार्टी आहे, असे श्री मोहनजी पांडे. जसं माननीय यादव सरांनी आपल्या भाषणात सांगितलं की अनेक शासनाकडे जो पाठपुरावा करायचा असतो, प्रशासकीय लेवलवर जो पाठपुरावा करायचा असतो, त्याच्याकरता मोहनजी हा इन्स्ट्रुमेंट आहे. आम्हाला तेवढी अडचण आली की आम्ही मोहनजींना सांगतो आणि ते तात्काळ त्याचा निवारण करण्याचा प्रयत्न करतात. मोहनजी पांडे यांनी जे 105 पदं असतील किंवा हॉस्टेल प्रपोजल्स आहेत किंवा नागपूर विद्यापीठातून आपण जागा मदत घ्यायची आहे, या सगळ्यामध्ये फार महत्वाचा पिवळ रोल केलेला आहे. आणि मोहनजी आपल्या विनंतीला मान म्हणून आजच्या कार्यक्रमामध्ये आले, त्याबद्दल अतिशय माझ्या हृदयापासून सर आपले धन्यवाद. आजच्या या कार्यक्रमासाठी मुद्दामून आलेले गावबांधवी लक्ष्मीनारायण आणि भविष्य श्री अनंतप्रभू आमचीकर जे आमच्या विनंतीला मान वेळोवेळी घेत असतात, त्यांचं पण मनापासून धन्यवाद. लक्ष्मीनारायण तंत्रशास्त्र संस्थेचे संचालक आणि या विद्यापीठाच्या कार्यरचनेत ज्यांनी अतिशय महत्वाचा आणि मोलाचा एक भूमिका निभावली आहे, वाटा आहे त्याचा, असे या विद्यापीठाचे प्रथम कुलगुरू डॉक्टर राजीव मानकर सर आमच्या विनंतीला मान देऊन ते या कार्यक्रमाला आले, त्यांचे पण मनापासून धन्यवाद. श्रीमती शिल्पा वैद्य मॅडम आमच्या माननीय गुरुच्या विनंतीवरती आमच्या विनंतीला मान देऊन अशा कार्यक्रमाला आल्या, त्यांचं पण मनापासून धन्यवाद. जसं मी सुरुवातीला सांगितलं की आमचा आणि विद्यार्थ्यांचा अतिशय जिव्हाळ्याचा आणि जवळचा संबंध आहे. त्यांचे सगळे जे सदस्य आहेत आणि पर्टिक्युलरली एक्झिक्युटिव्ह काउन्सिलचे मेंबर्स आहेत ते वेळोवेळी वेगवेगळ्या प्रकारे सूचना करत असतात आणि मदत पण करत असतात. आज इथे उपस्थित असलेले आमचे युओजीचे चान्सलर स्वामी युओजी श्री उत्कर्षजी कोपकर, नंतर आमचे गुरुदेवजी आहे, गारवे मॅडम आहे, साहूजी आहे, प्रसन्ना सोळेजी आहे, या सर्वांचं आणि जे त्यांचं नाव अनवलं सर्वांचं मनापासून धन्यवाद. आणि मी तुम्हाला या ठिकाणी विद्यार्थ्यांचं काय आश्वासन देऊ इच्छितो की आमचे विद्यार्थी आणि प्राध्यापक आपल्या मदतीने समोरचं शिखर गाठण्याकरता नेहमीच प्रयत्न करत राहावी आणि करतील अशी मला आशा आहे. या कार्यक्रमासाठी आमच्या विनंतीला मान देऊन उपस्थित असलेले श्री नितीनजी राठेडवार, राजेशजी निवाले यांचं पण मनापासून धन्यवाद. या कार्यक्रमासाठी आमचे सगळे प्राध्यापक, सहकारी, संवैधानिक अधिकारी, सेक्रेटरी ऑफिसर्स इथे उपस्थित आहेत. त्यांनी या कार्यक्रमासाठी अतिशय मेहनत घेतलेली आहे आणि या कार्यक्रमात सांगितलं त्यांनी केलं त्यामध्ये मॅडम, सगळे डीन्स, फायनान्स ऑफिसर, डायरेक्टर या सगळ्यांचं मनापासून धन्यवाद. माझे सगळे सहकारी आणि शिक्षकेतर कर्मचारी या कार्यक्रमासाठी अतिशय मनापासून आभारी भिडले होते आणि हा एक कार्यक्रम अतिशय उत्तम प्रकारे झाला. त्या सर्वांचं फुलसज्जी या नात्याने मनापासून धन्यवाद. आणि सगळ्यात महत्वाचं म्हणजे माझे विद्यार्थी मित्र आणि मैत्रिणी, आपण या कार्यक्रमाला उपस्थित झाले आणि मला नक्कीच आशा आहे की आज जे प्रमुख अतिथी असतील, आपल्या बोर्ड ऑफ गव्हर्नमेंटचे चेअरमन असतील, यांनी जे मला मार्गदर्शन केलं त्यामधून आपण नक्कीच बोलूया आणि आपण आपल्या समोरच्या प्रवासात यातून शिकाल आणि उच्च शिखरावर पोहोचाल अशी मला नक्कीच आशा आहे. आपलं सर्वांचं मनापासून धन्यवाद. पुन्हा एकदा सर्वांचं धन्यवाद.
We conclude today's program with the national anthem. I request all of you to rise for the national anthem. With the permission of Honorable President, I declare that today's program comes to an end. I request all of you to join for high tea. Have a great time.